Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back with another video. Oops, so I'm actually up, sorry. So I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I hope everyone's well. This video actually a day later than planned because I was spending time with my family and all that sort of stuff, which is great. But unfortunately, obviously, that put me a bit behind with my goals of making videos and that sort of thing. But hope someone out there missed me anyway. So yeah, technically it's my birthday. Well, it is my birthday now. It's only for 1 hour and 15 minutes left. But yeah, we didn't have too much of a bad day. I went to spend time with my stepdad and his daughter and missus, so that was pretty cool. And had some pizza and stuff like that. So I had a pretty good birthday. But yeah, so I thought I'd talk about. Unfortunately, I didn't quite meet might be a word in between, my goals that I set for myself, unfortunately. So hopefully next year I'll do better with that, or A.S.A.P preferably. But anyway, getting on with the point. Sorry for my waffling, but yeah. So an ideal Friday for me would probably be something like just having as much fun as possible, really, and drinking junk and eating junk food, and things like Pepsi Max Cherry or raspberry, like those 500 milliliter bottles we get here in the UK, and just like drinking about 4 of those, and or maybe even more, and possibly drinking some tea and stuff like that, and other drinks like Fanta or whatever, and like playing football and enjoying myself and coming up with ideas for football and having fun, using my imagination, possibly writing and telling stories. So that would be pretty much, I think, an ideal day for me. I think like having a bath and stuff like that, just but also like just having fun, coming up with ideas, maybe networking with people. I know I can be a bit reclusive, but maybe like people who share similar ideas about helping like African game makers or African tech game makers and African girls to make games and things like that. So working with people with shared goals and ideals, like on projects. Yeah, that would probably pretty much be my ideal day, Friday. And also like having fun, like trying to think of fundraising ideas, I say, and most of my ideas are about that anyway nowadays, and like helping people across those countries I've talked about like before, as many countries, I say, across Africa, and as many communities, Aborigine and Maori communities, and Native Americans and Asians, Latin Americans and Ireland, Irish people and all that. And also Italian football and Celtic, like supporting those sorts of things and like doing fundraising. I'd love to travel as well to different countries and like share my ideas and notebooks and notes and things like that, and probably translate my poor punctuation and that sort of thing, so explain what those ideas mean, and hopefully like the people would cherish those notebooks as like souvenirs or memories or whatever. Anyway, so that, yeah, I think that would pretty much be my ideal day, the clean version for YouTube at least. Moving on, anyway, so yeah, so as I say, I'm back finally. So yeah, number 21, as I say, I'd love to just to recap some of the video, some of the ideas. No, sure, it's on my brain at the moment. Some of my ideas which I was talking about recently about which were like helping girls, especially from Africa and Asia, those places I've talked about, Native Americans and Aborigine girls, especially, and boys as well, but especially girls, in learning about politics and inventing things and investing, and business, and like mentors and teachers and trainers going over there and support them. So yeah, like working on those sorts of ideas, and again, like I mentioned before, on Fridays I sometimes struggle to decide whether to be flexible and write whatever ideas come to my mind, or like plan and structure them and that sort of thing. So that was 21. Number 22, again, I'd love to like get on with things and just possibly like a lot of times I want things to be just so or idealistic, like to go in a certain way. But if I could just like go with the flow and be a bit more flexible, I think that although it's good to have a plan, I think it'd be good to be a bit more flexible and sort of go where the wind takes me, so to speak. Or whatever the saying is, and so yeah, just being more flexible. But yeah, I'd love to. Actually, on point number 23, I'd love to encourage people like Richard Branson and Virgin Enterprises to create their own academies. I've talked a little bit about before a while back about Virgin and Richard Branson and people like and companies like that, maybe even Apple and Microsoft and companies like that, setting up their own apprenticeships or training centres or academies and things like that across Africa, and also things like helping companies could perhaps help girls in science in Asia as well, and Native American communities and Aboriginal communities. Like, as I've said before, like I'd love the tech stuff just to be for Africa and Indigenous people from Australasia, but in terms of helping inventors, scientists, innovators, business people, politicians, or people to learn about politics and business, I'd also love to support Asia. So I'd love to work on those projects for charity. And if I was a bit more organised and managed to structure, I would have talked about like how I'd, instead of having presents, I would love to have donations to charity in my name and things like that. And this year, ideally, I would have, and maybe in the future, maybe it'd be a bit late for my birthday, but maybe like there could be donations for raising awareness and empowerment of dyslexic people, like providing them stationery and faster internet perhaps and things like that, so they can learn about famous dyslexics and things like across Africa and Asia and places like that, and Ireland as well, and Latin America. So hopefully I'll be able to be more organised and like work out ways to fundraise for those sorts of causes A.S.A.P. really. Unfortunately, I'm a bit behind with my plans, but better late than never, as I say. And if I keep plowing away, hopefully I'll make it work eventually. I wanted to talk about an idea as well. I didn't quite get around to yet, and hopefully I'll talk about it tomorrow. For an idea called the August Zuckerberg funds for or charity for African tech developers and like game makers, software developers, and that sort of thing. Number 24, again, I'd love to support STEM, especially for girls in Africa and Indigenous Australasian communities, and also like science, engineering, entrepreneurship, English or communications, language, maths, and things like that for girls from Asia and Native American communities as well. Number 25, another dream of mine, I know I've talked about before, but it would be to support like republics and that sort of thing. Number 26, again, I'd love to talk about another thing I didn't quite get around to yet is talking about, I'm a bit behind the game schedule, but I'd love to talk about ideas to reparate the Windrush generation and their families here in the UK. If you've not heard of that, please Google it. And also the Black Wall Street in America, like recreating that, and ideas about fundraising to recreate that and things like that, as well as supporting people in developing countries and countries that were colonized as an anti-imperialist. Number 27, I still hope to talk about some of my football ideas again. If I got around to it, I would have discussed them today, but I hope to do so maybe tomorrow or A.S.A.P. I would have even discussed them yesterday, but as I say, I'm a bit behind schedule. Number 28, again, I'd love to help as many people as possible and use like my birthday to help people. And I hope I have maybe again another naive idea of mine, but I'd love to help use my birthday, and hopefully because it's my birthday, more people will be willing to donate. But maybe it doesn't quite work like that. But yeah, so hopefully, I do hope people will donate because it's my birthday and all that sort of stuff, and use my birthday and presents as a positive. I'd love like August to be a positive month for the world, as I've often said before, especially the 29th. Number 29, again, on that note, I'd love to encourage as many people as possible to support charity, especially young people, and causes which support animal welfare, human rights, and things like that. And number 30, I hope to network with people in the future. So sorry if I spoke a bit fast and all that sort of thing. As I say, this is the cleaner version, fit for YouTube, for my goals for Fridays, and I didn't quite get around to like possibly talking about some of my goals for my birthday, generally like what I'd like my birthday to represent or things like that. But anywho, I think I've run out of things to say. So as ever, I'd love to hear what you think, and hopefully tomorrow I'll make up for lost time, and like make a few videos or come up with some ideas. Anyway, I'm out. Peace and love.